All right. Hi and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to learn how to play Believer as requested. If you haven't subscribed yet, do it right now. Also join my Patreon page where you can download tons of sheet music and send me your requests. So let's get started on the open A string with the open A string. And then comes the fourth finger on an A string. Then third finger again, and second. Okay, let's try that. Yeah, that's the first measure. The second finger is low. It means it's far away from the third finger. It goes all the way down to the first finger. So let's try that again. Then comes third finger again, 4, and then 3, 2, and then 4 and 3 on a D string. Okay, let's try that again. And then we carry on an open A string, fourth finger on A string, third, 3, 2, and again 3, 3, 4, 3, 2, and then fourth and third fingers on the D string. Yeah, so we have the same thing twice. Let's try to play the whole thing. Now comes open A string and then second finger. Now comes third finger on the E string. It's a long note, which means our arm is moving slowly. Then fourth finger on the A string again, and then third and second on the A string, fourth and third finger on the D string. And then again, open A string, second finger, third finger on the E string, and now comes high second finger on the E string. So if we play that part one more time, it would be, where are we? Open A string, second finger on the A string, and third finger on the E string, right? So we're starting from there. And we start again on the A string. Yeah, we play twice. Once a bit longer, and the next time a little bit shorter. Okay. Then fourth finger on the A string, then third, 3 times. Then second finger on the A string. And then third finger 3 times again. Easy to remember. Third finger 3 times. Then 4, 3, 2, and then fourth and third fingers on the D string. Yeah. Then open A string, fourth finger twice, third finger twice, and second finger. Okay. So let's try that one more time. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now open A string and second finger on the A string. Third finger on the E string, fourth finger on the A string, again, and then 3, 2 on the A string, 4 and 3 on a D string. Now open A string, second finger on an A string, and third finger on an E string. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay? To be exact, it was in an eighth measure. We had 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. But this time it's just 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, and then comes this rhythmical part where you just play. You can play open A string, or you can train your fourth finger and play the A on a D string, the first position. And then second finger, low second finger on an A string. And then first finger on an A string. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3. So we start an open string, open A string in this case, and then play it again. And now we have second finger twice. First finger, open A string, and same thing one more time. Open A string, and low second finger on an A string. Then rest, and then second finger on the A string, a bow, first finger, and a high high third finger on the D string. Yeah. Okay, and then we carry on with the first finger on a G string. And jump onto the E string, the third finger. Yeah, this is fun. And then open A string, and again the same thing. And high third finger on the A string and the fourth finger. Now we have 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, and then high third finger and fourth. It sounds like this. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so sometimes we have high third finger on D string, but not always. So you have to watch out. You probably know the song, so you'll hear it when it's out of tune. When you hear that you're playing out of tune, make sure to correct yourself. Don't carry on playing, because your ears will get used to the wrong sound, and then you will stop noticing that you're playing out of tune, and that's really, really bad. That's a sin. All right, let's carry on. It's basically like from the top again, right? The melody, the main theme, so to speak. Here you can do tiny variations, so you can just play a little bit differently, slightly differently. So. And here comes the rhythmical part. For all of you who want to play double stops here, you can have fun. Here you can play a fourth. Yeah, put your first finger on the D string and play together with the open A string. You have to take your arm a little bit nearer to your body in order to be able to do that. Otherwise, your finger will touch the A string and it will sound like this. So you don't want that. You want to hear the open A string. That's why your first finger should only be on the D string, okay? Yeah. And here you could take another double stop by putting your fourth finger on the D string, the second finger on an A string. It's a low second finger on an A string, so make sure to stretch your fingers a little bit. They have to be very far away from each other. Yeah, and here you can take the first finger on the A string and put your finger on the D string as well, or you could take a high third finger on the D string. And then we have second finger, open string, second finger, open string, and then second finger. It sounds like this. And you can play it like this. A third, fourth finger on a D string, and a second finger on A string. That's a third, yeah? That interval is called a third. And then first finger on the D string and open A string. So you can try those two double stops here. And then you carry on with the second finger on the A string, first finger, again second finger and first, and open A string, or fourth finger on the D string. And from here on is more or less repetition. So fourth finger on the D string, then open A string, and then you know the melody. Like we practiced before. And again, fourth finger. And fourth finger on the D string. First finger on the G string. Now we have, like before, basically 2 3 2 3 2 3 2 3 2 4. Okay, on the A string. Low second finger on the D string, and the same pattern again. And you come back. Play just like from the beginning. And here we have another fun rhythmical part. We start with the first finger on the A string, play twice, and then we play 2 open string, 2 open string, and then second finger. It sounds like this. You can play double stops again. For example, yeah? So you can improvise, you can do whatever you want, or you can play the whole thing in a third position. That would be third finger on the D string, fourth finger on the D string, and second. Yeah, starting with the third finger on the D string. You have an opportunity to train your fourth finger. Okay, let's try that. If you decide to play the whole thing in the first position on the A string, then you start from the first finger. Yeah, second, first, second, second, and first, and fourth finger on the D string. Okay, and then it's exactly like we played before, nothing new. It's fun to experiment with all kinds of different positions, so you can try and play the whole thing in the third position. And then first finger on the G string, fourth finger on the D string, open A string, and so on. Repetition. So as you can see, it's not very difficult. You can definitely learn it. You can do all kinds of crazy things, play double stops, improvise. So here you could play the same thing in a third position by using third and second fingers on the G and D strings. And then you could jump, yeah, and play the whole thing, carry on playing on the G and D strings. Yeah, if you want to try all kinds of new things, you can do that. Or you can simply play in the first position on an open string, that's also possible. If you want to get bored, that is. You could take your fourth finger, then you could add the second finger on the A string, or you could take the first finger on the D string, and so on. Just experiment with it. Try all kinds of new double stops. It's really fun. Remember to post your questions down below. Also, join my Patreon page if you want to send me your requests, and I'll see you again soon. Keep practicing every day, every single day. Promise.